So good afternoon. You catch me on a sunny but very cold afternoon here in Wiltshire. My daughter told me it's National Silly Hat Day, so I've gone with that. You always like to support good causes. I've come to my reserve. I've got the Sony A7R5 with me. It's a 60 megapixel camera, so fantastic resolution. And what I'm trying to do though, I'm put it to the test this afternoon. Trying to get some action shots. It's not really designed as an action camera, more a high resolution camera. But I've got a series of perches here, probably about 5 meters away from the hide, and then another 10 meters away there's a tree, and blue tits, great tits, robins are coming into the tree and then coming into the feeders. So what I'm trying to do is get a head-on flight shot. So what are my settings? So as I said, I've got the Sony A7R5. I'm using it in manual mode. That's with auto ISO, so I manually adjust the shutter speed and the aperture, and the camera sets the ISO automatically. So I'm on continuous focus. I'm using the focuser I'm using today. I've never used before. It's tracking wide, so it tracks the bird. So I'm going to see how quickly it picks it up and focuses on it as it flies towards me. So here's my setup. As you can see, I've got some hanging feeders. They're about 5-6 meters away, and then 10 meters behind that we've got some trees and the birds are flying in. So I'm using my Sony 200 to 600, probably using it at 500. I'm finding that if you reduce the focal length a little bit, it gives you a bit more time to get on the birds. So it's a bit of a compromise, because clearly you want to fill the frame if you can, but I'm just finding it's a lot easier to do. And shutter speed is 1/3/200th of a second, which was fine 5 minutes ago when the sun was out. Probably not going to be quite so good now, but I'm going to stick around, see how many shots I can get that are any good, and I'll show you those now. So there you are, really interesting and exciting session. I didn't think the Sony A7R5 would be able to get on these birds so quickly, but really surprised with how well this is, captured incoming tiny birds flying at speed with tracking. So there you go. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.